I had a question, Frank. In relation to, we were talking about your offers during the commercial. I noticed that you were asking people to text. You were doing some SMS stuff. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. So we use an application called FixYourFunnel. That's another like evangelical fan situation. So FixYourFunnel interacts with Infusionsoft, and there's probably other stuff that does this as well, but I just like this little thing. And they give you a real number, and someone can text it, and it'll come to what do you call it? Like a user interface, an operator interface in your office, and you can have a real text conversation with people.
Wow.
Then you can call them. So what happens is I'll say, hey, if you want something, you can text Ashley. I've got I've got 3 ladies that work for me, but 2 of them are forward-facing and sort of sales-oriented. Ashley and Aurora. Aurora's actually the CEO and boss lady over there. And they'll text them and say, hey, I'm interested in this product, and they'll get a phone call if they request it. We don't cold call or any of that stuff. Then they'll say, all right, man, well, what are you looking for? And then they'll sell stuff. And it's super low key, and it's very inbound. It's very friendly. And it just works. From Facebook Live last week, I don't have numbers for this week, but it was about an hour-long show last week. And I called Aurora after the show, and we had like 7 people text in, which I think is amazing because you have to figure the context in which they're watching that show. It's they're probably watching on their phones, most of them. So you got to put down the phone and then, or not put down, but get out of the show and text or whatever. So I was happy with it. We've gotten the most results, though, from the commercials where we're sending people to a web page.
Right.
That works better.
Yeah. And that makes sense in the customer journey too, right? They're watching a free video where you're giving advice. There's a commercial for something that's really low commitment, but there's also an option to text and maybe learn about some of your higher price stuff.
Yeah. We use that text stuff mainly at the end of like webinars and things. So if someone has actually seen the webinar, we've already got their phone number, and we tell them that we're going to text them after the webinar. They'll give us their SMS number for reminders. And then if they see our offer, then they'll get a text that says, hey, did you like the webinar? We've added, sometimes we'll add a secret bonus or whatever. We'll give them a reason to engage. And that has been ridiculously effective to the tune. As of last week or 2 weeks ago, she sold her millionth dollar of stuff. And she's worked with us, I think, since like November. I would say text is responsible for like 90% of that. We are not blanket texting people. So they know we're going to text them, and we only text highly engaged people, and we text them one time, and it's a respondable text from a real person. So it's not this, we're not blasting text.
Blasting text, yeah.
That's not smart.
Yeah.